Hello students, today we will do chapter 3, that is Age of Industrialization. The Age of Industrialization is a period of history that encompasses the changes in economic and social organizations that began around 1760 in Great Britain and other in later countries. It characterized chiefly by the replacement of hand tools with power-driven machine like this power loom and the steam engine, and by the concentration of industry in large establishment. Industrialization kan ti chuanin industry lama changkan na handmade goods atanga machine made goods an lo man dan chungchang. Kuta thil siam chua atanga khola thil siam chua chungchang ti nani chu o. Ti chuan industrializations kan ti chuanin kan hriat masak tur chu proto industrialization chungchang hiani. Proto omzia chu amasaber ti na ania omzia chu factory system alo om ma po khanin industrial thil siam chua hi alo om to thina chu international market thlengin bungrua chanem tham tak mai kha an lo siam chuaka an lo thon chuak to thina ni hi proto industrialization kan ti chu ni. And next we'll see these causes of Britain's industrialization. Chuan industrial revolution hi Britain mo industry lama changkan na harthar na alo thleng masaberani kan ti to kha Europa akang kaya ti chuanin khovel rampum puya akang kai le ta ni ani le engwangin nge Britain hian industrial revolution hi athlen masak ber kan ti chuanin let's see here pakhat na chuanin first point is availability of resources. Okay, England had an abundance of natural resources like coal and iron, essential for industrialization. Leilung hausak na kha industry man tur chi poimo deu me kha lung al theite iron te an mani leilunga hianin an lo nga em mea chuwang chuanin industry kha England rama alo thlen khan alo ol sampha tabi kani and next is point number 2, colonies as a suppliers of raw materials. England had a large number of colonies to supply raw materials which were required for its industry. Such raw materials include cotton, which was supplied by India and Egypt. Further, the colonies served as useful markets for the sale of industrial goods. Okay, British ho khan ram op an nga an ram op te khan an industry man tur raw materials te an supply china ni abik takin cotton hi India le Egyptian an supply chu baga chuan an ram op te le zel kha an thil siam chua zor na hmun tangkai tak alo ni le zel bok ani and next let's see the third is politically stable government. The government in England was politically stable and encouraged growth. Unlike France, England had an effective central bank and a well-developed credit system. The British government allowed the domestic economy to function with few restrictions while introducing both technological changes and encourage these free markets. Ole, England sarkar kha angyal nget ema central bank te an neya credit system te an nei boka chu chuanin industry lama mason na atipur many. And now let's see the fourth point, that is technological innovation. England was a home to many technological breakthroughs which aided industrial growth. In 1733, John Kay invented this flying shuttle, and in 1765, James Hargreaves invented this cotton spinning jenny. And in 1771, Richard Arkwright invented this water frame. So the real impetus to this industrial development was provided by the steam engine. This was developed in England by Thomas Savery and Thomas Newcomen. Okay. And in 1760, a Scottish engineer, James Watt, created an engine that could pump water 3 times as quick as the Newcomen engine. And Samuel Crompton invented his spinning mule, and cotton gin was invented by Eli Whiteley. This invention increased the output per workers, and factories became an intimate part of the English landscape during those periods. Okay. Technological innovations. Thiam thil lampanga mason na an nei tha em meya an ram chunga khanin thil siam chua chi hrang te alo oma 1773 a khan John Kay a khanin flying shuttle alo mu chua ka chuan 1765 a khanin James Hargreaves a khanin cotton spinning jenny kha alo mu chuak boka tichuan 1771 a khanin Richard Arkwright a khanin water frame hi alo mu chuak le taboka an industry timason tur khanin thil poimo tak kha anlo mu chuak zung meya tichuan Thomas Savery le Thomas Newcomen ten steam engine te kha an han duanga atira khanin mo anuwa 1760 a khanin James Watt an steam engine kha aron tuai tharin a aya chak zok le changtlung zokin lung al thei manga thok chak thei tur khanin a han mu chuak le ta ni hi thil poimo tak mai ani chawa ti chuanin spinning mule te kha Samuel Crompton a khana mu chuak le a cotton gin te po kha Eli Whiteley an a mu chuak le boka aron mu chuak le boka thil mu chuak tam takan neya a om zia chu atira mu chuak tu ten an han mu chuaka anuwa mithiam dang an lo chuak le a ti chuan an thil siam chua te kha a aya changtlung zokin an ron tuai thar le ta thin ti nani chu and next we go to availability of labor. Cheap labor was available as large number of workers, artisans and craft persons lost their job due to the enclosure movement. Okay. Availability of labor. Na thok tu tur kha hiam te mantlom te a lo fa chor tur kha antamani England rama khanin chu industry atana poimo tak alo ni le zelani and now let's see the 6th point, that is inventions of locomotive engines. In the early years of the 19th century, these locomotive engines were invented that made railways possible. George Stephenson, known as the father of railways, built the first public railway lines in the world. He also built the world's first steam locomotive. Initially, railway tracks were laid to carry this coal, and this later a railway to carry these passengers between Liverpool and Manchester was opened in 1830s. Railways increased connectivities between the different parts of England. It also made the transports of these manufactured goods and these raw materials easier and facilitated the process of these industrializations. Tichuan locomotive engines bungra purson thei chi lir thei ten siam chuaka railways te unloadina chuan father of railways ti a ko hial tur George Stephenson ten unlo omboka chung te chuan in rail an han din ta Khowela passenger phur rail tlan masaber kha 1830 a Liverpool atanga Manchester in car te kha an han tlan tir le tabok ani an ro pui bik hle mei ti ro. Okay, now we'll see these industrializations of colonies. Flourishing trade in pre-British India. Before the advent of this European, India was regarded as an industrial workshop of the world. India was one of the world's largest producers of cotton textile. During the pre-colonial period of India, the raw and finished textile handicraft like these calicoes, muslin, and handicraft shawls, along with other agricultural products, were exported in Europe, Southeast Asia, and Middle East in exchange of silver and gold. So, from the 16th century, European trading companies began buying Indian textile for sale in Europe. There was a vibrant sea trade ports such as this Surat on the Gujarat coast connecting India to the Gulf and the Red Sea ports, and then Machilipatnam on the Coromandel coast, and this Hooghly in Bengal had trade links with the Southeast Asian ports. Along with the sea trade, this land trade also flourished with these Armenians and the Persian merchants carrying goods from these Punjabs to Afghanistan, Iran, and Central Asia. And besides this cotton, which were famous the world over, India also exported raw silk, indigo, opium, paper, and other spices and the precious stone as well during those period. Okay. Indian ram hi British in an ron op ma chuan in industry lama te po khan an lo changkang em to a Khowela cotton textile siam chuak tu tamber te po an lo ni ve to thin ani ti chuan an ram thenoma te po thil tam tak an lo thon chuak ve to thin boka until chi sang like calicos te muslin te handcraft shawl te chuanin khang le thlo hmalam a an thar chhuah te kha Europe te Southeast Asia te le Middle East te khan an lo thon chuak to thin ani chung chu silver te gold ten an lo in thleng exchange thin ti nani chu ti chuan an long chol na hmun ni se Surat te mo Machilipatnam te Hooghly te hi Hooghly te po hi Southeast Asian te Asian ports sang te nen indoor ton na an lo nei to thin ani chungba ka chuanin tuipui chau ni lovin khomwal kalkong te po kha sumdon nan an lo hmang thina ti chuan Armenians te Persians te nen po in sumdon ton na an lo nei to thin bok ani chu Punjab atang te Afghanistan atang te Iran le Central Asia atang ten in sumdon ton na an lo nei to thin bok ani ti chuanin thil thon chhuah te po tam tak nein like this raw silk te indigo te opium te paper te rim tui dang te le lunglu te lo thon chuak an lo thon chuak ani ram dang nen in sumdon ton na an lo nei dei to thin ti nani chu okay khati zong kha voina kan explain thei ania ti chuanin next class decline of Indian textile trade atang khanin kan continue le don ya thank you all.